This word expert, I love what Esther Perel says. There's no experts. There's no relationship experts. There's just people who have thought about relationships for a long time. And I'm someone who has just dove into the study of relationships, particularly intimate relationships. And I've, come out of that study with insights, with ways of doing things differently that actually create the outcomes people want. And instead of, the old way of what I call just winging it in love. So that is a really long answer to a short question. My mom said something to me when I was probably in my 20s or so. She said, and my mom's a thinker, and my mom said to me, Bryan, you think too much. And I didn't really know what she meant at the time, but now that I've been married, or at least with my wife, for 10 years, and I've been coaching couples, I've been doing relationship coaching for men and women for, 13 years. I think it's helpful to know things, to have intellectual understandings and insights about what can work, what doesn't work. I mean, there's a place for thought. We need our fucking thoughts, right? It doesn't serve us to not have our thoughts and ideas and all that. However, I do see over and over, and I certainly have seen this in myself and my experiences, thinking too much fucks us up. It is so easy to overthink relational issues such that we when we disconnect from our bodies, we don't know how to feel our emotions, especially us men, but women do this too. But men, we get up into our heads. We want to fix things, and we're always intellectualizing what that even means. Yeah, man, it can. My capacity to think a lot has been one of my greatest gifts, but also one of my biggest curses, especially when it comes to intimate relationships with women. I was already a world-renowned relationship coach. Take that in, Will. Relationship coach when I met this woman. This was early in the days. There weren't men really revealing their relationship challenges. Now it's all over the place. It's just common. That's the internet now. Everyone's doing vulnerability, and that's great. But at the time, it was pretty rare. And so I really made a name for myself in early days. And then I met this woman, and I thought again, dude, I got this shit figured out, dialed in. I had already written the article, Choose Her Every Day or Leave Her, which went viral, which I turned into my second book. And then Sylvie broke up with me 4 months in. She broke up with me. Now, the reasons why are complex. It's not so black and white. But one of the great lessons that I learned out of that breakup, we got back together less than a month after she ended our relationship, our young relationship. I was devastated, Will. I was crushed. And one of the things I realized, though, is I had so much knowledge and information, but I didn't really yet know how to connect to my heart, not reliably. I could go to a weekend workshop, do some ayahuasca or something, and connect to my heart. I could do that, but I couldn't in the midst of my girlfriend's frustration or upset or complaint. I had no idea how to connect to my heart, right? So I had all this information, but I had no capacity to just take a deep breath, open my heart, relax my body, and listen, right? And that really taught me, her breaking up with me really taught me that, no amount of knowledge or information will ever be substitute for just knowing how to stay in my heart.